Gundam.tk presents RG Freedom Gundam. Hey again everybody, it's Robert184, 2Rs2Bs from YouTube and Gundam.tk. Great to have you here for the newest real grade from Bandai. It's the 1/144th Freedom Gundam, which should be about 10 times better than that first grade Exia you see there. This kit came out in November of 2011. It sells for 2,500 yen. And there it is in the RG line, its name and number in the series, number 5. I'm sure I'm not alone in having been one of the people who was anxiously anticipating this kit. So far, the real grade line has done a great job with the classic Big 2 from the 1 Year War. I'm talking the RX-78-2 Gundam and Char Zaku 2, combined with the green color variation we got. And once Ale Strike came out showing that Seed was the way they'd be going, it's fantastic that they followed that up with Freedom as the 5th RG. The real grade packages never disappoint either, as you're going to have a great front shot here with all of its weapons out, including the wings deployed. And basically the cool thing about this is that yes, if you put this together, add a little bit of lining and some top coat, it can look this good compared to most other Gundams where they're painted by a pro to entice you into thinking that that's how it's going to look out of the box. Here you can see it in flight mode with the two beam sabers attached together Darth Maul style, looking very cool. I don't see a lot of white variations there in the body, but once you get it inside, hopefully we'll see a lot more. From the back with the wings all folded up, they're looking quite dynamic with the two tones of blue looking sharp, and little details like down there on the railguns are going to have multiple colors, gray, red, and some dark blue, and all the regular features. A cool looking head unit, you can put the beam rifle onto the back, moving manipulators there compared to most high grades, and yes, just the way everything folds up and bends, it should be able to do everything you want it to. There's that great looking CG there, and they're going to go on and talk about how great the real grade system is because of its real system, and basically how they want to make it as real as possible in 1/144th. Now to get there, basically you're going to have the advanced joint system, which is looking pretty sharp here when you put it all together. You'll have an inner frame and that's all going to come off on one plate. Just a reminder, don't lose parts off there or it's going to cost a lot of money to replace them, even if it is just a finger. You're going to get all sorts of parts there to make the limbs, and you're going to get little features like the opening cockpit, the fact that you're going to have that much mobility in the waist, and the way that you put these parts together, and you'll see that there's a bunch of seals there. And one trademark so far of the real grade line is that you get a ton of seals, and it looks like this one continues with the metallic shiny ones, which you can put in the joints. They don't always work that well, but they do add a degree of metallic looking realism despite people like me who are too lazy to paint. Then when you put it all together, yes, even though they've been showing it off unpainted all around the box, you're going to see it here with the weapons down and the wings out. It's looking fantastic. It's going to have a lot of bulk to it. There's the extra parts that you're going to get, the seals and the plates. To crack this kit open, inside you're going to be getting red and blue with seals and beam sabers. The inner frame with multiple colors down there on that plate. Some blue and white. More stickers, white, dark gray, white, blue, and in the bottom of the box, just the regular manual. It's sort of cool that even on the inside of the box, they're going to show off the high grade 1/144th, the BB Senshi that you can pick up of the Freedom. To the other side, you'll see the master grade here. No mention of the 1/60th though, but it's going to make, I'm sure, some Seed fans disappointed that in perfect grade, they're showing off its successor, the Strike Freedom, and its predecessor, the Strike, both in PG 1/60th. Alas, no Freedom to be seen. The 8-plate doesn't look exciting on first inspection, but it's going to have the yellow that you need for the V-fin, clear parts there for the eyes and on the beam rifle. This navy blue here, which is going to provide most of the parts here for the chest and for the back of the wings, is unique. It's not on any other plate, and you've got this, it's not quite light gray, but sort of in between, but it's going to provide a lot of color there, both for the side cannons and for the chest, and most importantly, the vents on the chest. One thing to be careful of though is that when I took this out of the box, these parts here, my A-plate was already bent out of shape, and hopefully these parts aren't going to be paying any price for that. Here we have the real grade's trademark advanced joints. This one is listed as number 4, and you'll notice that the legs are looking pretty big. Here you've got the hands with the 3-figure trigger figure split and an additional manipulator over there with just 4 altogether. It's going to be neat to see this put together and compared to the old RX-78-2 and everything that's come since. Could this be remade in gold one day? That's a question that remains to be seen. I don't know how you can't love real grade when multiple plates have multiple colors, but here's the C plate with red and gray. So these parts here are going to provide a lot of the inner frame that the advanced joints don't. Great to see that the beam rifle is going to be broken up, which means we're going to be getting a lot of color variations for very little effort. And you're going to get the red parts here, which make up all the important parts for the chest, head, and in the weapons and wings. A very small D plate here, which is going to have a different color white from what you'll see on the E plates, but you're going to have the limbs, the chest, the waist, and part of the head, and a very tiny Kira Jesus Yamato. Unlike previous real grade Gundams where you had 3 shades of white or gray, you're actually only going to have 2 in here because the E1 and E2 plates, these are 1.5 plates. When you take this one away, you'll see that you're going to have all the parts that you need in duplicate over on this side, and the unique parts like the side skirts and shield and V-fin along with the rest of the head parts over here. F1 and F2 are almost identical, except that you're going to be getting all the parts you need for the wings, and here on the F1, you'll notice that you're going to get blue parts there for the beam rifle and the chest, and even when you compare that to some master grades that where these things were done in seals, it's great to see that they can do it all in plastic, despite its smaller size. Last up is the G plate, which is going to look black, and it's cool to see that you're going to be getting even more manipulators there if you don't want to use the ones from the advanced joints. However, is it a different color? Yes, from the A plate it certainly looks to be. From the C plate, I'm not so sure. It depends, I guess, on your light and whether your eyes have better color acuity than mine. The beam sabers are Saber 1, SB1, and they look huge for a 1/144th kit. The stickers, as always, look fantastic on a real grade. You've got all sorts of white parts here around red, white, and gray stickers, including marks from Freedom, Zaft, and everything in between. You're going to be getting some shiny gold parts there for the limbs, not as many as we've seen on previous kits, just like enough for the knees and elbows it looks like there. Here you are going to have a bunch of shiny silver parts and some ET things which are going to go all over the place, but tons of these silver little bullet points that are going to go on. In addition to the 3 different kinds of eyes you get here, here's black with clear, here you have shiny gold, and here you have shiny gold on a black mask, so no matter what you want to do, I'm sure it's going to look good. The realistic stickers too, again, you'll same idea, you've got white parts that stick out all over the place, but again, some tiny little silver bullets there. And something that's sort of interesting is on this clear part, it actually goes clear, silver, so that you're going to have 2 different colors and 4 different parts on one seal, which is very impressive sticker technology, Bandai. Everything is a level up in quality for real grades, and the instruction manuals, no exception. Again, that great art just staring you in the face. Directions here and a table of contents on how to put everything together. Here you're going to have a list of plates, but when you go inside, you'll notice how much color there is. You're going to get blue on this page, with the photos, some of which we haven't seen around the box, some very cool looking poses, including down the barrel of the gun looking. Here you're going to have the ankle units, it even shows the parts there in color, and these pages of the instructions are going to have 2 colors. You're going to have blue and pink there, which is going to show you all the important parts when you're putting it together, so it'll be very difficult to make mistakes. Here we go back to black and white, except you're going to have the 3rd color in the red, but when you go in the inside, there's the head unit back, some more parts there. It talks about the neutron jammer canceller that made this Gundam so effective. The color split parts, not as many as you've seen with the fact that there's not as many different colors of white/gray. The weapons, though, look impressive, and that's what you're going to put together at the back. And once you do that, here we have the wings and its full burst mode, looking very, very impressive. If only it came with enough effect parts to just reuse that anime shot over and over again. And in the back, it's going to show how you swing all of the wing cannons forward. And once you do that, it's good to see. I wonder if we're going to be able to do the same things. It looks like you can. That set the master grade apart from the 1/60th, that you can have the wings off to the side and the cannons coming forward with that bend. So the fact that this can do everything the master grade could and a 1/60th kit couldn't just shows to show how real these kits have become. And with the literally 5 million stickers on those 2 realistic sticker sheets, because I counted, it's great that they give you a color back page here. It's going to show you where to put them all on, the wings front and back, all the weapons, side views of the Gundam, so hopefully you won't make any mistakes, and if you wanted to go ahead and paint, should look good, but I'm sure you could make it look even better. I was already anticipating this kit, but the unboxing has made me excited to put it together even more, from the fact that you're going to get multiple colors on multiple sprues. A little disappointing that you're only going to get 2 shades of white there, but you do get 2 sheets of realistic stickers, oversized, extra large beam sabers. Combine that with the fact that you've got a great manual with lots of color in there, can't make mistakes putting it together. It means this real grade Freedom is going to take a very prized place on your shelf, I'm sure, besides the RX-78-2 and Strike. Anyway, everybody, Robert184 Gundam.tk, why don't you let me know of the MS suit and video itself? Like, comment, subscribe, it's always great to hear from you. See you next time, everybody. Bye. Real grade Freedom, Strike, and Zaku 2. Who will be next?